We actually turn your Bibles to Daniel, 7th chapter. Thanks to pray for us. Okay, Daniel, 7th chapter, verse 21. I think we're going to read down through verse 28. Yeah.
I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Mm-hmm. Until the Ancient of Days came,
my Lord,
and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. Mm-hmm. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of the kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change time and laws, and there shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Mm-hmm. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it until the end. Uh-huh. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Mm-hmm. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my consolation which much trouble me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart.
Verse 25, he says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Tactic of the devil, the tactic that he would use at the end of time, is a tactic to wear out the saints of the Most High. Not hypocritical people, not babbling, or those that don't have a right relationship with God, but those that are true saints.
All right.
Those that are truly living for God, walking in all the light that they know, keeping a right spirit with God. He is going to, Daniel is saying prophetically, he's going to focus and zero in on them. He's going to focus and zero in on them with everything he has to wear them out. Line it up with Revelation 12, verse 12.
Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens.
Rejoice, ye heavens.
And ye that dwell in them.
And ye that dwell in them.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. And of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you.
Come on.
Having great wrath.
Having great wrath.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And when the dragon
That's good. The devil knows he has but a short time. And he's zeroing in on the saints of the Most High. The tactic that he would use at the end of time prophetically, and the tactic he would use right before the coming of Christ, would be an effort to wear them out. Those that are truly endeavoring to be right down on the inside. Those that are truly endeavoring to keep a right spirit no matter what you go through. Those that are endeavoring, my God, to be saved, my God, on Friday night and at the job, in the home, have a Church of God home, have a right experience down on the inside. The devil is going to focus on you. If you're going to desire to compromise or desire to be hypocritical or have a spirit or different things like that, the devil's got you. He knows he has you, and he's going to just keep you delusionized to keep you going on the path you're going. But those that are endeavoring to be right, those that are endeavoring by the help of God to please God, deep down on the inside, desiring to have their Heavenly Father to look down on them day in and day out and smile on them in their homes, my God. God is able to look down and smile in their home, in their business dealings, my God. They will err on the side of on the side of being taken advantage of just so they can read their record clear. If it's the situation they're dealing with, they'll take the low road because they want to be right with God more than anything, more than money, more than fame, more than fortune. They want to be right with God. Nothing consumes them more than pleasing God. When they wake up, they get before God. Lord, how can I please you? When they're going through situations, they actually pray and weep. God, I'm going through this. I don't know how to go through it. But Lord, one thing I know, I want to please you. If I come out on the the top, if I come out on the bottom. I don't come so concerned about that. But Lord, I am concerned about pleasing you.
My Lord, amen, amen.
He said those individuals that have it of such degree in their hearts and in their spirits that they want to be a true saint of God, a true child of God. He said he's going to wear them out. And the tactic that he would use to wear them out is called an ambush. An ambush is an attack by surprise, something you didn't see coming, something that you didn't anticipate was there. He's going to bring some things that you never thought would come. He's going to bring some situations that you didn't anticipate. You said, I may go through some, but I didn't expect it from that source. I didn't expect it to come from this way. I didn't expect my God to be going through this. Also, an ambush is an attack by multiple sources in multiple ways at the same time. He's saying here, I'm going to wear them out. Not by one issue. I'm going to bring issue upon issue upon issue upon issue. The only way I can get them is to bring multiple situations at one time. I cannot give them a reprieve. And an ambush covers every visible exit or approach or way out. If the drug enforcement officials, the way they get some drug dealers is they say the only way we're going to get him is we got to ambush him. Some they try to set up if they're lower level. Some they may try this over there and try something over here. But some of them are so skilled. I mean, they got people that run for them. If the police come in this way, they got a thing hidden up underground that they can put all the stuff there, and they put pepper on the top so dogs can't even sniff it. I mean, all their money is kept in a tunnel. If the police come, they push a button. This tunnel, they bought their property next door. This tunnel actually goes and pushes all the money to next door, and they shut that. They only got a warrant for one address. They don't even know that little old lady that lives next door is actually working for them. That's how skilled they are. And the police see it, they say, we got to come after them. Now, the only way we're going to get them is to ambush. We tried to come one time and knock on the door. They ran out the back. We tried, my God, to come through the back, and they ran through the window. So they said, we're going to set an ambush.
All right.
Y'all 4, go to the front door.
Amen.
Y'all 6, cover those 6 windows right there with your rifles right on the windows. You 3, you actually climb in that tree, climb up on the roof, and y'all going to be at the roof, so they can't come there. You 4 over there, that walkout basement they got, surround that. At the same time, we coming. Y'all ready? Yeah, go. They all take off. Boom, loud, every which way. They're coming in windows, coming downstairs, coming in, boom. And that's the way and the only way they can catch some people. Well, this is exactly how the devil works.
My Lord, my God.
Acts 23, verse 12. Acts 23, verse 12.
And when it was day, certain of the Jews banded together.
And when it was day, certain of the Jews banded together.
And bound themselves under a curse.
Bound themselves under a curse.
Saying that they would neither eat nor drink.
Saying, I'm not going to eat nor drink.
Till they had killed Paul.
We're going to get Paul. That brother's causing too many problems. We're going to get him. Come on and read.
And they were more than 40 which made this conspiracy.
There was 40 of them collectively that made this conspiracy, read.
And they came to the chief priests and elders and said, we have bound ourselves under a great curse.
Come on.
That we will eat nothing until we have slain Paul. Now therefore, ye with the council signify to the chief captain that he bring him down unto you tomorrow.
Come on, bring him down.
As though ye would inquire something more perfectly concerning him.
We setting this thing up now.
And we,
come on,
or ever he came near, are ready to kill him. Okay,
send for him. Tell him you want to inquire something of him. Bring him in. We can't afford to lose this one. He's causing too much problems. She's causing me too many problems. She is actually endeavoring to be right with God. in this lukewarm and compromising age, she is going over her life, asking God to search her. She's going after her spirit, over her spirit, saying, Lord, I want to be right. Lord, I want to do what's right. Lord, I don't have all the knowledge. She actually wants to be right. I cannot afford her. She will get prayers through. She will actually hurt my kingdom. She will actually influence others. She will hurt me. Get her. We got to make sure we don't lose this. So you inquire of her, bring her down quietly.
My Lord.
Secretly, bring her down.
All right.
And when he comes, I got him. Come on and read.
And when Paul's sister's son heard of their lying in wait,
Come on.
he went and entered into the castle and told Paul.
Come on.
Then Paul called one of the centurions unto him and said,
Come on.
Bring this young man unto the chief captain,
Yes.
for he hath a certain thing to tell him.
Let me just say, verse 16, it said, when Paul's sister's son, it's amazing how God, when you right with God, God will give you just a little bit to help you out.
Give that edge. Amen.
When you truly right with God, even though it's a situation you might not have been prepared for, if you're walking in the Spirit, God will actually put you up on it. God will actually give you what you need to actually deal with that thing.
Thank the
You didn't
Lord.
even see it
Amen.
coming.
Amen. Amen.
You
Amen.
didn't know that thing was up there.
My Lord.
But if you right with God, God will send a little nephew-in-law, whatever this young man
My
was
Lord.
to Paul.
Amen.
Some old unassuming person to come by and give you the right words of encouragement.
My God.
The right words of instruction.
All right.
The right word of insight. Brother, be careful with this. Just watch yourself. Sister, be careful. Maybe an old church mother come up. Sister, I understand you've been mistreated. But just be careful. And let me tell you what to do when this happens. Psst, 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 psst.
My Lord.
God will actually send something to you that will prepare you for something that's laying in wait to take you out of here.
My Lord.
Come on and read. Let's get into it. Come on.
So he took him and brought him to the chief captain and said,
Yes.
Paul the prisoner called me unto him,
Come on.
and prayed me to bring this young man unto thee,
Come on.
who has something to say unto thee.
My Lord.
Then the chief captain took him by the hand, and went with him aside privately, and asked him, What is that thou hast to tell me? And he said, The Jews have agreed to desire thee, that thou wouldest bring down Paul tomorrow in the council, as though they would inquire somewhat of him more perfectly.
Come on.
But do not thou yield unto them, for there lie in wait for him of them more than 40 men, which have bound themselves with an oath,
My Lord.
that they will neither eat nor drink till they have killed him.
My Lord.
And now are they ready, looking for a promise from thee.
My God.
So the chief captain then let the young man depart, and charged him, See thou tell no man that thou hast showed these things to me. And he called unto him 2 centurions, saying,
Come on.
Make ready 200 soldiers,
Come on.
and go to Caesarea, and horsemen 70.
Come on.
And spearmen 200 at the 3rd hour of the night.
Come on.
And provide them beasts,
Yes.
that they may set Paul on, and bring him safe unto Felix the governor. And he wrote a letter after
Hold on
this
one
matter.
second. My Lord, my Lord. The ambush is coming. They set theirs. But don't you know God is also watching and seeing how the devil is plotting against you.
All right.
The devil is plotting against your home. The devil is plotting against your experience. That God actually sees that and said, listen, do you think God's just going to sit back and watch his saints be ambushed?
My Lord.
Do you think God's just going to sit back and just allow the devil to concoct this plan to take you out of here, to position this, that, and the other? Listen, don't be so concerned when you see a true child of God, a true family, or a man of God. Don't be so concerned, ooh, the devil about to get them, the devil going to mess. The devil ain't going to do nothing unless God allow it. And if God allows it, it's because he going to position them to offset it by that which God is going to send.
My Lord.
It was 40 men. God counted and said it's 40 men. Well, I'm going to send 200.
My God. My Lord.
God will remedy the situation according to that which is necessary to offset what the devil has put together to take you out.
All right.
You ain't got to be concerned. Just stay right in your spirit. You don't got to be overwhelmed, but stay right in your spirit. God knows exactly. Jesus, my God, was tempted in all points. He knows exactly what we're going through. He was also ambushed. We're going to break this down in a minute, my God. But that's why. Because he knows exactly what you need and when you need it and how you need it to bring you through that thing the devil is trying to use to take you out of here.
My God.
Paul was too strong for one situation to take him out. One individual to come get him. And many times, saints, he knows, especially those that are truly true, their experience is too settled. Their resolve is too strong for me. So I actually got to cock something. I got to put something together. She's been in this thing for 30 years. Went through all type of stuff. But I am not letting her get to heaven. I'll position something, and I wrote down, and that's what we're going to just talk about briefly, is surviving the spiritual ambush. Surviving the spiritual ambush. I wrote down a little graph here. It's way too small, so I'm just going to explain some of it. And there's a big dollar sign. He'll come at you with finances. I put money not a big problem. You just don't have any. Or not enough. Or it's beyond. Some people talking about living check to check. They say that's good stuff. Man, you living check to check, you can give me a high five. You got it going on, bruh. You actually making it check to check? Regularly, I'm a week out and I don't see nothing, my God. You got here, little children playing on the playground. He'll come with children issues. Young children, attitudes, teenagers. I don't even know how to use an adjective to describe them. They're pushing principles, coming at you. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Children can wear you out. Children can ambush your foolishness. Children can actually, if you're not careful, they can get you out the spirit. No, for real. Children, they know how to. They know what to do. They know when to do what. They can get you, if you ain't real careful, you can actually whoop them. You ain't even in the spirit. My Lord, they more in the spirit than you are, my God. You tearing them up. Children to push principles. Here you trying to be a Church of God father, Church of God home, this and that. They will push and push. But Daddy, Mom, I just want to go. But you just said no. That's why I try my best to invoke a principle. If we say no, don't ask again. Don't go. Why? Because you got a persuasion. I love you so much. You got a persuasion that can kind of push me. So did Mama already say no? Why? Because you can almost push me. You can almost allow me. Older children, unsaved. One individual was telling me, I think it was Brother Mike, who was saying, Brother Lee, when they're younger, they'll pull at your apron string. Daddy. When they get older, they're going to pull at your heartstring. And I'm trying to process that. He said, when your children get older, their issues become yours. Everything they dealing with is actually going to be what you dealing with. They got children out of wedlock. Guess what you got? Children out of wedlock. They dealing with a deadbeat daddy. Guess what you going to be dealing with? A deadbeat daddy. They ain't got no money. Guess what? You ain't going to have too much if you keep helping them out. But children issues actually become parents. So now we got to hear a house, and it's a big lightning bolt going between it. It'll be issues at home. Issues in the house. Don't see eye to eye. Problems, friction. You come home, you can feel the tension in the air. We got over here, nice little lady and nice little man, marriage on the top. He'll come with something in between y'all. Don't understand each other. Not communicating. Bedroom issues.
My Lord.
Not up on your duties. She ain't doing what she's supposed to do. She's doing everything but what she's supposed to do. He ain't doing it. She neglecting me again. She take care of the children. Oh, man. Listen, it's first me, then the children. She take care of the children. She don't take. Unsaved companions. Unfaithful companions. Death. Now, I don't know if that's an ambush because some people, death would be great sorrow. Other people, death may be a time of rejoicing. But you got marriage issues. We got a bed up here, person on it, laying out, afflicted. Dealing with things in your body. Up here, got a person by themselves, lonely, single. depressed, getting older, tired of shoveling snow. Got a big circle right here, whole bunch of people in it. I just put people. People.
That's people.
I got a big old thing here with a cross in it. It's a church. Church issues. Songs too fast, songs too slow, preaching too short, preaching too long, preaching not detailed enough, preaching too detailed, too many testimonies out the Spirit, too few in the Spirit, service too emotional, service too slow, church people. Over here is a job. Can't find one. They don't pay me enough. Stress. And the list goes on and on and on. But the issue that Paul was dealing with here, and the issue that he said over in Daniel, and the issue he said over in Revelation, he said, the way I'm going to get some people is to not bring one of these. And saints of God, I've never in my life, I've read and I'm endeavoring to continue read, never seen a time like this. If you knew what the person sitting next to you was dealing with, it'll almost blow your mind. If you knew what the church was dealing with right now, if you knew what the body nationally, globally, if you knew, take an issue, divine healing. We never dealt with nothing like this. The whole meeting almost has to be like a divine healing, faith-building service. Never. One of them ain't dealt with nothing like this. Paul and them ain't dealt with nothing like this. Give you an example. Unbelief. Like never before. We live in a society now where anything, you can put your hands on it. They was doing a thing, I believe it was 1930. In 1930, over like 80 or 90% of homes were built. The individual went and cut wood, family up, and they built a home. There wasn't no such thing as no mortgage. Something as basic and germane in our society as a mortgage. A few years back, it wasn't no such thing. That was their home. But now we can get a home, get a car. We can get this. Make a phone call. Something go wrong, I can correct it. I can deal with it. All those things is making a faithless society. We can get what we want when we want it. I went to the store the other day. They said, "Sir, can you sign this?" I said, "Yeah, I'm looking to do this project. I'm working with this." He said, "You sure?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Well, give me your number. Let's make a decision. You keep your cash on hand. Fill this out right here. Fill this out." And I said, "Let me process." Talking to my wife, "What do you want to do? Use most cash, or do you want to work with this?" They came back a few seconds later. "Okay, here you go. $20,000 to use at our facility. You don't have to pay anything or worry about anything for 6 months. Keep using it. And when you do start paying it back, if you take 5 to 10,000, we'll take 184. If you take 10 to 15,000, we'll take 211. These numbers are rough." And I'm sitting there. How in the world and who did you just talk to that in less than 5 minutes you come in and tell me? So you saying I can go in here and get anything in this store I want for $20,000 just because you right now? And this is the interest rate. Yes. And we live in a society where things can just happen. Divine healing. We live in an unbelieving age. Never before has it been like this. They didn't deal with fast and quick food. We are dealing with the most unhealthy generation in the world ever. A majority of our diets are probably about 80% wrong. But I said fast food, but just on the neck of fast food is most of the stuff we're eating in our homes. That's called quick food. This is fast food at the restaurant, McDonald's, Wendy's. Quick food is taking this box what we think is rice, this, that, and the other, and this box of this, and this little, putting it together and putting it in there. All the sodium and all this other stuff and everything else in there. This ain't even the stuff you thinking is green. This is good. That ain't from no garden. Most of the stuff that's good for you is ruined through all the preservatives they got to put in it. So we got to deal with all that. We got to deal with the most inactive age ever. Just a few years ago, all these home, World War II, the women went to work, so they had to figure out a way to make the home keep going. So that's when they created all these bread makers and all this quicker ovens and all this washer, dryers and all this stuff, so they could leave the home and still take care of all their duties. But that also made us push a button when we used to be like this. Oh, let me get it. Let me making bread. After you done made a meal, you done worked out. I mean, you sweating and everything. Man, you said you got forearms and back arms, my God. I mean, you were pretty solid. All this stick-figured women today that they think is beauty. You go look at a picture of a woman back in 1930, 40, 50. Those women were solid because they was in the house working. They were strong, my God. So now, not only do we got to deal with unfit, lack of moving, we also dealing with advances in medicine. Let's be real. One of them, a hospital back then was a little room that they ain't had no x-rays. They didn't have they didn't have many things we dealing with today. But they were able. Now, she battling a condition in her eye. They sent in a thing saying, by tomorrow noon, you'll be back home seeing it's better than you've ever done before. And here you are seeking God, saying, Lord, can you help me with this condition? I know you got that situation. You come up here, an outpatient. That means you don't even check in. One of the men have to deal with that. They called for the brother. It wasn't no ambulance. Most of them was broke. They didn't have no doctor. It was faith, but also out of necessity. But now, we're dealing with an ambush on divine healing. All these issues, unbelief, unfit, bad diets, advances in medicine. The devil, at the end, if y'all get through, y'all Church of God, if y'all make it through, y'all going to be a miracle. If y'all make it through being Church of God, your faith intact, your spirit intact, praying through your issues. Listen, right now, almost every child got a cell phone. Average 15-year-old what? I call whoever, I deal with whatever. But if we ain't careful, that same cell phone, you see saints riding around, I call it glued to the ear. Riding around. If we ain't careful, you get an issue, that's exactly what you're going to do. Glued to your ear, dealing with it. Instead of, Lord, you got to help us. You got to help us through here, Lord. You got to help us through here, Lord. This is an ambush from Satan. Now, every issue you almost got somebody dealing with in their home, they're spending 98% of the time talking about it to somebody. But if you sit there, and I'm going to show you through the word, if they prayed, if they sought the eposh, if they prayed about it, if they got before God on it, if they sought the Lord on it, the only thing you'll do with putting your hands to issues is make them worse. Remember that. The only thing that you'll do when you're endeavoring to put your hand in this, put your hand in that, and you ain't really sought God and got guidance on how to, you're going to complicate your own issue. You're going to complicate your issue to the point of which you're going to almost have to yourself. I got to fight it out now. I've ruined the very thing I've been after. My home's a mess now. You done told 10 different people everything your husband ain't doing that you think he should be and everything she ain't doing that you think he should. How much time have you really said, I'm not going nowhere today? I'm getting before God. Everybody on the road know everything you dealing with, how you dealing with it, what this. Some things you got to take to God. You got to seek the Lord on. But we so used to dealing with stuff, this, that, and the other. Next time somebody comes with you with 15 issues, say, have you spent 3 days before God? People call me, and this, and this. Have you spent about 2 or 3 days before God? There ain't no situation God can't move out the way. It ain't no issue, God. You stay right with God, your spirit right. You ain't got no motive in the world but to please God, and you're seeking him with faith. Let's look into the word. Surviving the spiritual ambush. 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8. We're going to pull out some tactics that the brethren of old used in the Bible with the time we have remaining.
Be sober.
He said, be sober.
Be vigilant.
Don't let, my God, the situation when an ambush comes, one of the things that it wants to do is cause you to be unsober. One of the things it wants you to do is because to kind of rattle you, to get you so focused on that, hold on. And then the rattling of it will cause you not to really be sober, because right now you know I seek the Lord, I keep my spirit right, I do this. But if the devil can get you to where it's all over the place, he's going to cause some unsobriety to creep in. And now I'm nervously dealing with it. I'm dealing with it out of fear. Oh man, hold on. Be sober. Be sober. No, but you don't know. It's terrible. I got this and my children and then be sober. If you be sober, you'll probably go back in your own memory bank to when there was more difficult situations than you're facing right now that God has already brought you through. So he said, first of all, be sober. Be sober in this. Be sober. Come on and read.
Be sober.
Yes.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant. Stay with it.
Because your adversary, the devil,
come on,
as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
How do lions hunt? Lions actually hunt in their most effective way. Yeah, they will go and they'll see a little deer at a water spot. They'll creep up on it, pounce on him, and have lunch. But when they really want to get a prey, and especially a big one on a big water buffalo or something, they got to put an ambush in. Let me give you an encouraging story on that. So the lions that come in, this is how they hunt many times. They'll send something this way. Okay, he can run that, but the water's there. He ain't going swimming. He can run this way. That's the path he came. Y'all stand over here. And this over there. And then he pounce. Well, many times what they do when they're hunting in an open place is they have the oldest female. The oldest female, who is also the loudest of the whole bunch. That wasn't no that was no correlation there. But the oldest female has the loudest vocal cords out of all the bunch. So, and she's also the slowest. And she really can't effectively hunt with the younger ones. But she's very skilled and very important for the ambush. So they'll take these young whippersnappers, females and lions, that can run for miles without getting tired and strong. And they put some here. And they put some over there. They put some back there. And the last crew, they go way over there. Now, she's over here. And all that area is open. But they're banking on that water buffalo, whatever it is, that zebra coming this way. So she comes way over here. And she yells with everything she got, roars. And that animal loses its sobriety. Just start taking off running whatever direction that animal don't hear the noise. So they take off and they're going this way, they're going that way, they're going over there. Knock their feet from up under them. Hit the throat. Got them gone. But there was an old story given, and it said, run to the war. Run to the roar. When that situation comes and all these things are going on, this, that, and the other, many times, the loudest thing that you fear most, that thing, my God, that you're thinking, how am I going to get, what about this? I'm afraid, this, that, and the other. Run and face it.
My Lord, amen, amen. Face the enemy, my Lord.
Many times when you're going through something, the first thing the devil wants to do is have you to not discuss it. Not deal with it. And then when you're not discussing it or not dealing with it or not facing it or not dealing, you got now your mind. And the devil now, because you in his playground, he'll make it 10 times worse than it is. He'll have it looking so bad, he'll have it telling your mind, this is in it, and this over here. And many times when it's an issue, they say, have y'all talked about it? No, because I saw him talking to so-and-so, and they feel that way, and I saw him dealing with this over here. And have you gone to him and discussed it? No, because it's so bad now. You and your wife talked? They said, we tried it. We'll try it again.
My Lord.
Many times, that thing that you fear most, if confronted, wasn't even that big after all.
My God, my God.
Come on and read.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil.
1 Samuel 30, the tactics David used. 1 Samuel 30. And here we go. Surviving the spiritual ambush. The tactics David used. 1 Samuel 30, verse number 1.
And it came to pass, when David and his men were come to Ziklag,
come on
the third day, that the Amalekites had invaded the south of Ziklag,
come on,
and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire.
My Lord, they just got back from war. They come back home, and they see that the enemy has completely burned our camp. Read.
And had taken the women captive that were therein. They slew not any.
They took our women. Come on and read, brother.
Either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way.
My Lord.
So David and his men came to the city.
Come on.
And behold, it was burned with fire.
Burned with fire. Read.
And their wives and their sons,
schools,
and their daughters
my
were
God,
taken
their
captive.
yards, their graveyards, their vineyards, all destroyed, saints. Everything that was valuable to them. And that's what the devil will endeavor to do when he ambushes. Everything that means something to your family, your health, your finances, your relationships,
My God.
your church,
Lord.
your community. He wants to ambush all of these issues at the same time. Things that mean so much to you. Here, everything that meant a lot to David, the devil, the enemy came and ambushed and apparently took it all away.
My Lord.
Come on and read.
Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voices and wept until they had no more
We're
power to
emotional.
weep.
We're human, my God. You ain't going to be so strong that situations don't affect you. I don't care how long you've been around or how strong you may think you are. You're going to go through some things, my God, that get to you a little bit. You're going to go through some things that just kind of hurt a little bit. You're going to go through some things that cause you to drop a few tears, my God. You may try to be strong in front of people. You may try to have people thinking that I can deal with it. I'm okay. I'm going to get through this. But some situation is going to come. And the multiplicity of those situations is going to come. That's going to have you, my God, dropping a few tears. It's going to have you crying a little bit because of the pain that it caused that you're going through so much at one time. Come on and read.
And David's 2 wives were taken captive.
His own wives, my God. Come on and
the
read.
Jezreelites, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal,
Those closest to him. Read,
the
brother.
Carmelite.
Yes.
And David was greatly distressed,
Come on.
for the people spake of stoning him.
Not God. Not only have they destroyed his community, destroyed their schools, destroyed their home, destroyed their temples, destroyed their vineyards, destroyed and took their families, their children, their wives, everything. Now, the only men that he had in his corner, they said, I'm telling you, you're going to go through some ambushes. You're going to go through some times where everything seems to be focused and zeroed in on you. Then those who you thought that you could definitely count on to bring you through at those moments, my God, going to turn to and say, let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of it. Hold on, man. Hold on. No. I don't like the way you did. Let's deal with this. Your children who you thought would be there. You going to say that about your mama? You saying it about daddy? Your siblings, who you said they'll go with me all the way. I can't stand you. No, you can't. I ain't helping you out. Come on and read. What did he do? Survive. How did he survive this?
And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him.
Now he's faced being stoned. Read.
Because the soul of the people were grieved,
My Lord.
every man for his sons and for his daughters.
It wasn't that they necessarily hated him. They were grieved. They had lost. Come on and read.
But David encouraged himself in the
But
Lord,
David
his God.
encouraged himself in the Lord, his God. When you're going through an ambush, the first tactic that you got to focus in on, the first thing that you got to zero in on when you're going through that is that you got to keep encouragement.
Amen.
You cannot let your circumstances or situation affect your encouragement. You got to be able to separate the two.
My Lord.
My Lord, I'm hoping you're getting this, my God. David, my God, although everything he had was gone, everything he had built up was gone, his family gone, the temple gone, everything messed up, and they saying, the last resort, we about to turn on you too.
My God.
What? Appreciate that, sis. Dead on.
Amen.
You got to have the ability to separate your issues and the ambush from your relationship with God.
My God.
If the devil can get your issues and the ambush to so overwhelm you that it's beginning to affect your relationship, your experience, now your head is down. Now a majority of what you talk about is just discouraging stuff. Now anybody spends 15 minutes with you, 14 minutes of that they prefer not to have been around you. What? Yes, you're going to go through issues. But if you're going to make it through an ambush, you're going to develop the ability that despite what I'm going through, despite what I'm facing, despite the multiplicity of the ambush, I am still encouraged.
My God. Amen. Amen.
I'm still staying saved.
Bless the Lord.
Praise the Lord, brother. Yes, bills ain't paid. Yes, I got the mortgage, my God, and they said they're going to foreclose. Yes, my children acting up. Yes, I don't feel good. My blood pressure is high. Yes, I can't count on my prayer partner. Yes, I don't know what to do. No, I can't turn this way. I can't turn that way. I'm going through, but I'm still encouraged. Yes, my God. At home it's problems. At church, my God, I don't like the services. I don't like the singing. I don't like this. I don't like my job, my boss. I don't like the money I'm being paid. But Brother Lee, my God, I'm still encouraged. I'm not going to let let my issues or the ambush that I'm facing to affect my relationship with God.
My God. My God.
When you can develop that ability, when you're going through this war, there's going to be times where it all seems to be coming down on you. There's going to be times where your whole home seems to be falling apart. There's going to be times where you ain't going to be able to seem to see a dollar nowhere. But if in those moments you can develop the wherewithal, how in the world David encouraged himself at a time like this, I don't know. But that is the very thing that resulted in you getting all the Psalms, all that experience. I was young, but now I'm old. But I ain't never. How could he say something that deep? Zigzag. How could he say something like that? Scripture said, although the fig tree shall not blow. Although I don't have that, and it don't seem to be coming through, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Not that I'm going through, but encouragement comes from a right relationship with God. Encouragement comes from a relationship with God still intact. Encouragement is not based upon our circumstances and situations. The devil can touch this. Life can touch this. Our physical body, the devil can touch that too. But encouragement actually comes from, despite all I'm going through, God, my anchor holds. Despite all I'm going through, I can feel a tug on the other side. Despite all I'm going through, my God, I can still sense your presence with me each step of the way, Lord. Despite all I'm going through, God, you are actually carrying me through. I don't know how I'm making it myself. I don't know how I'm getting by myself. But my God, some type of way, David found some encouragement from somewhere that took him through. The Bible said, the joy of the Lord is your strength. The joy comes from that right relationship. God, you died on the cross, and one day I gave my life to you. Since I've done that, Lord, I've been living for you, Lord. Lord, I love you, Lord. Lord, I ain't going nowhere, Lord. Lord, I appreciate you, Lord. I'm yet encouraged, Lord. I'm not happy about what I'm going through. I'm down and I can feel the weight of it all. But, Lord, I'm still encouraged. Come on and read, brother.
And David said,
come on,
to Abiathar,
yes,
the priest, Abimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And Abiathar brought hither the ephod to David. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop?
My Lord.
Shall I overtake them?
Hold on. Verse number 8. It said what?
And David inquired of the Lord.
The second thing when you've been ambushed. First, you got to find some encouragement from somewhere.
All right.
You got to hold on to that encouragement. Don't get your head down. Put your head up. The devil hates that. See you going through all you going through, and you yet got your head up. How you doing? I'm doing well, brother. I'm encouraged, brother. How you doing? Everything, bars and bills are not paid. Yes, I'm going through some difficulty, but I'm encouraged, amen. The devil hates that, my God. So now you got that. You're encouraged in the Lord. Not in your situations, my God, but you're encouraged in the Lord. And next, my God, it said he sought what? It said David sought who?
And David.
Verse 8.
And David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after
Verse number 7, it said David.
And David said to Abiathar the priest,
come on,
Abimelech, son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod.
Bring the ephod.
And Abiathar brought him the ephod to David.
Hold on. That was where they sought the Lord. That's where they inquired of the Lord. When you're being ambushed, my God, keep that encouragement and get after God in prayer. Spend time in prayer. Spend time actually seeking God. Spend time going after God. What the devil loves to do is when individuals, I know this sounds like a backward scenario, but when an individual many times are going through the most, they pray the least. Many times, individuals that you see going through this, that, and the other, check their prayer life. The devil knows that's where they're going to get their help. Many times, you can have a husband and wife going at it. Go up to them and ask them, how many times and how much time do both of you together spend on your knees collectively in prayer throughout the week? Throughout on an average week, how much time? But no. We just got married and we going through. Y'all going through for real, for real? For real, for real. Y'all ain't on one accord. We ain't on one accord. We ain't on 5 accord. We ain't on no chords. We singing 2 different tunes altogether. 2 different, my God. I'm trying to sing some jazz and she playing rock and roll. She's rocking all right. My Lord. How much time do y'all, where's it? Ephod at? My children going through. I'm saying you get anointed. But how much time are you seeking God in prayer? Saying, Lord, I got issues on my job, issues at church, issues. What about the collective prayer? Where's that at?
Amen. Amen.
Not collective talking, but collective prayer. Weeping before God. Saying, Lord, if you don't help us, Lord, if you don't bring us through this. David sought the Lord. And in seeking the Lord, we just mentioned these things. It produced casting our care. In prayer, we cast our care upon the Lord. So therefore, we're not wearing or weighing or holding the brunt of the issue we're dealing with.
All right.
When we're going through a lot, if the devil can keep us from praying, saints, we're actually carrying a whole bunch on it.
My God.
You got a funeral you're dealing with. You got a wedding you're dealing with. You got an open house you're dealing with. Don't you know every major situation is going to bring major issues?
That's right.
If you're not praying, guess what you're doing with all that? I couldn't have my open house over here, and this, that, and the other didn't work out, and so-and-so didn't come, and so-and-so did, and they did it, and this, that, and the other. And the funeral, they put him on the pro, they shouldn't have done that, and so-and-so, and my wedding came up, and they ain't let me do this, and I should have done it, and so-and-so couldn't come. And you carrying all that around? You're going to be in trouble. You carrying all that around day in and day. Every time you talk to somebody on the phone, yeah, and this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other, this is going. You better go get that thing to God. My marriage ain't working out, and this, that, and the other, so-and-so ain't helping me, so-and-so should have done it, so-and-so. You carrying that around with you every day? Everywhere you go, you carrying that around. You better get before God. You better seek the Lord. You can't carry that. I don't care who you are. You're going to end up getting bitter. You're going to end up getting, they ain't let me do this. They ain't let me. You better get that thing to God. You are being ambushed. Don't you see it? This is coming. That is coming. This over here is coming. They're coming from over here. That's the devil trying to take you out. He's trying to affect your spirit, trying to get your spirit off. You can't carry that around. Talk to who you want to talk to. Get counsel from who you want to get it from. If you don't get before God and give that to Him, you ain't going to be around here. And if you're around here, you're going to be one big clump of bitterness. We're being ambushed. And you're going to go through times where you're being ambushed. If you ain't seeking the ephod, if you don't learn how to pray. In prayer, we cast our care upon Him. In prayer, He gives us direction on how to deal with it. You up here fighting in the dark, trying to figure it out. Why? Because you're getting counseling, trying to deal with yourself, reading books and everything else. But seek the chief counselor. Seek the chief, my God. The one who got the power to turn the situation around, what you're dealing with.
Amen. Amen. Bless God.
Seek Him in a real way. Saying, Lord, I'm being ambushed, man. I don't know what to do, Lord. I don't know where to turn. Should I do this or should I not? Should I go or should I stay? Should I confront it right now or should I just pray about it? Should I let it kind of develop or should I just deal with it? Lord, I don't know. If I don't deal with it, it could spread. But Lord, if I deal with it prematurely without knowing all of it, I may mess up. Lord, I don't know what to do. God, you got to help us. David sought the ephod, and that gave him direction. Prayer is seeking spiritual resources. It gives us grace. My Lord, it gives us patience. And my God, prayer is refreshing. It refreshes us, my God. Listen to my God. All this comes through prayer. You're dealing with an ambush. You get down. We thinking it's just prayer. But praying in the Spirit touches God, and God knows exactly what we need. Maybe we just need a little bit of understanding. We're dealing with something without full understanding. So now if I seek the Lord, He actually gives me a greater understanding of the issue to where I'm getting a better understanding of how the whole process is going. Or He's saying, get exactly what you need to do. It's X, Y, Z. Or He's saying, you need a little more patience, man. You've been a little premature here. You letting that thing affect your spirit. Get a little more patience, seeking God in prayer. I mean praying in the Spirit. Lord, that's why the Bible said the Spirit maketh intercessions for us. Why? Because we're being ambushed. I don't know what exit to take. I don't know what door to go through. I don't know what, my God. Listen, Lord, I'm being ambushed. They're about to come in from every single angle. God say, you know what? Lay down. Lay down. No, Lord, I got to go out the back door. Lay down. What? No, Lord. Lay down flat on the ground. Lay down flat on the ground. When you lay down on the ground was kind of, the board there was old. It was kind of hollow. So you lay down on the ground, and that board thudded. And the thud came, boom. All those officers and all those people, and all those warriors, all those soldiers coming into your home from every which way, all at the same time, thought you were shooting. So they all began to fire. You laid down, they all killed each other. Praying, God is able to bring us through. Real quickly, Job. David dealt with it, my God, by encouraging himself and seeking the Lord in heartfelt prayer. Job, real quick. Job chapter 1, verse number 6.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Come on.
And Satan came also among them.
Come on.
And the Lord said unto
Satan,
Satan,
he wants to come among the saints. Come on.
Whence comest thou?
Come on.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth.
Come on.
And from walking up and down in it.
Yes.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Come on and read.
That there is none like him
Come on.
in the earth.
He wants to be right. He wants to do what's right. Come on, he's upright in all his ways. Read.
One that feareth God and escheweth evil.
He turns away from evil. Read, brother.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, does Job fear the Lord for naught?
Is he doing all that for naught? Read.
Has not thou made an hedge about
Lord,
him?
you've allowed me to deal with him, but you ain't allowed the ambush.
And about his house?
Lord, you ain't allowed the ambush. Keep reading.
And all about all that he
Lord,
hath
you
on every
allowed
side?
issues to come, but you ain't allowed me to ambush him. You've allowed him to go through some difficult situations, but you have not, and you know you haven't. You have not allowed me to give him an ambush. My trump card is the ambush. No person, no family, no congregation, no movement, no individual nationally or internationally can deal with one of my ambushes. They won't know which way they're going. They'll all be they won't know where they'll be running into each other. Let me ambush them. Yeah, you're talking about they've done this. This family done that. This congregation has done that. God has used them. Let me ambush them. Yes, they dealt with this. Yes, they dealt with that. Yes, they dealt with the law. Yes, they dealt with this. But let me ambush them. Let me come from with every single way possible. Ways they don't know there is a way. It's a door that they know was there. I'm used to coming. Let me come there too. They'll be mushing my hand, and you know it. They thinking they are that. They are nothing. The only reason they are what you think they are, because you have not allowed me to ambush. You give me the clearance to bring an ambush, I will come back with every single one in a body bag. Job sat there. And God said, go ahead. I got so much confidence in them. I'm going to allow you to go ahead and ambush them. Go ahead and ambush. How did he deal with it? Read, brothers.
Hast thou not made a hedge about him and about his house?
Come on.
And about all that he hath on every side?
Get down to verse 13. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath, meaning everything, the ambush is yours. Go ahead. All that he hath. Ambushes affect every area. It's a difference between going through a trial, going through a difficulty, and being ambushed. Ambush affects every area that is significant. It won't just deal with one thing. It will deal with every single area. When the devil comes with an ambush, he don't come all the time with him. But when he does come with an ambush, you know you're being ambushed when you look and you sit and say every single area of significance is actually being attacked. All that he hath. Go ahead, Satan. Give Job the ambush. He's yours. How did he deal with it? Read, brother. Verse 13.
And there was a day when his sons and his daughter were eating and drinking wine in the eldest brother's house.
Yes.
And there came a messenger unto them, unto Job, and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them, and the Sabeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped. I'm the only one to tell
Come on and read, brother. Verse 16.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God has fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep.
Your servants
and
are done.
And consumed
now
them.
all your sheep. You
and
can't
I only am escaped alone to tell
Saints
thee.
of God, listen, my God. Not only did they eat, not only did they clothe themselves like God with their sheep, but their sheep was used in sacrifice. The devil had came against Job's sacrifice. He had came against their service. Isn't this dirty? He came against, my God, and took all their servants, their way of wealth. He took all that away. But now he came, they served the sheep. He would, my God, Job would sacrifice thousands upon thousands. Now the devil came and said, listen, I got your finances. I got your servants. Those things that you had, keep things going on a day-to-day basis. Those things that made revenue for you. I took all them away from you, my God. I'm ambushing your job. I'm ambushing your pocketbook. Now I'm coming into your church, my God. I'm ambushing, my God. I'm ambushing, my God. Your worship, that's where you got your reprieve. Down through, my God, the time, way back in your experience. You go through here, you go through there, but you just come to the service of God, and you be uplifted, you be encouraged, you be motivated, you be blessed, my God. Now you're able to go back. But now, my God, you're coming back to where you used to come and worship. You used to come and be refreshed. You used to come and be uplifted. You used to come and forget about all your problems. And now, my God, there's more problems there than out there.
My Lord. My Lord.
Oh, you've been ambushed. The devil said, I know what to do, brother. I know what to do to you. Come on and read.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels.
3 bands, that's
and
that ambush.
Carried them away.
Come on.
They and slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
Come on.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Camels are working. Come on and read.
There came another.
Yes.
And said, the sons and thy daughters
I'm getting dirty now. Your children, your home. I'm in your house now.
Wine in their eldest brother's house.
I messed up your job. I messed up the church. I came at this. Now I'm inside your home now. Oh, you've been ambushed, brother. You've been ambushed. How you going to get through this? Come on and read.
And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness.
Come on.
And smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men. And they are dead, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. I took your home. It's 4 o'clock. It's done. Your home is done. I got everything. Your children. Everything. I took your children. I took your family. I took your worship. I took, my God, your job. I took your employment. I took your money. I am ambushing every which way, my God. You are about to lose your mind dealing with me. You about to lose your mind. How did he deal with it? Come on, verse 20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle.
Then Job
and
arose.
shaved his head. He was fell down upon the ground and worshipped.
He was affected. He was natural. It hurt him. Rent his mantle. Shaved his head. Fell down on the ground. And what?
And said, naked came I from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither.
Hold on. David, what did he do? He encouraged himself. What did Job do? As soon as they gave him all that report, fell on the ground and worshipped.
My Lord, my God.
Thou, O Lord.
My God.
Worshipped in the midst of all of it, my God. He was, and one of the brothers preached one time, a separation of church and state. Like the federal government, they said in the Bible, whatever it was, they said you got to separate church and state. It cannot be a church that is backed by the U.S. government. The U.S. government can use its forces to enforce the laws of this church. That's why they had state churches all throughout history. But the U.S. government said when they established America, it will be a separation between church and state. There won't be no church that the federal government is backing in which they'll use their resources to advance that agenda or that doctrine. It's going to be a separation. One of the brothers was preaching one time, and he said, we must have a separation of church and state. We must be able to separate our church, our worship, from the state that we in.
My God, my Lord. Amen.
The issues we dealing with.
My Lord, separation.
If we ain't careful, my God, you will feel everything somebody going through. Just look over in the aisle at them. My God, once again, you're right. Once again, we come to this place. To the house, to the house. I wish I could go somewhere else, but I don't want the saints to think nothing. Rejoicing. What rejoicing? Job was able,
my God,
through all he was going through,
all right,
to separate,
my Lord,
his state,
my God,
lost his family, lost his church, lost all of that from his worship.
My Lord.
In order to get through the spiritual ambush, we must develop the ability to separate those that make it through, those that keep their spirit right, those that are rejoiced on into glory. We got to have rejoicing because the joy of the Lord is our strength. The only way we will have the strength to deal with these blows that the devil is bringing our way is to have joy. If the devil can steal our joy, we won't make it through. We won't have that fight down in us. We won't keep fighting it out. We'll get weary in well-doing.
My God.
But David and Job was able to separate their state from their worship.
My Lord.
Their issues from their relationship. And then he said, verse 21.
Naked came I of my mother's womb. And naked shall I return thither.
What? He settled it.
The Lord gave, and the Lord taketh away.
He settled it. Despite what he was going through, he worshiped and he settled it. Saints, we got to have it settled in our experience. Lord, despite what comes our way, I'm not backsliding. Lord, despite the issues I'm dealing with, Lord, I'm not going to leave you. Lord, as Brother Hunt was preaching the other night, I'll have a persuasion,
my Lord,
down in my soul,
my God,
that neither height, nor depth, nor principality, nor any other creature shall separate me. Lord, I'm going through. I was just talking to somebody the other day. They called, brother, yeah, well, man, I know I gave up. What? Being ambushed. Not that he wanted to go back to sin. Not that she wanted to go back to sin. Not that they wanted to go back to sin. But they were in a situation in which they felt they were being attacked from every single which way, all the way around. They couldn't get away from it. At home, at work, in the morning, at night, in the community, at church, and that. They couldn't get away from it. They said, it's coming from back out there in the world. I said, hold on, bro. What did God do to you? What did God do to you? You got to have this thing so persuaded. The brother was preaching. And so in depth in you, I ain't going nowhere. If I come down to nothing, if I got to do whatever, if I got to stay in my little room at home, I don't know, but I ain't leaving God. I'm not going to commit one sin. I'm not going to do nothing I know is wrong.
Amen,
I will not get out the spirit at all.
Amen.
I'm not going to turn my back on God, my God. What, my God? They gave us the formula. They said, my God, we must. David encouraged himself, despite what he was going through. We must have it settled in our heart. I'm not leaving God. We must, my God, keep the encouragement alive. We must seek the ephod. We must pray. We must know and we must have faith that God will bring us through. Psalm chapter 3, as we close. Psalm chapter 3. King of Syria was attacking Elijah, and they were sitting in ambush their way. And one of the young men came and said, don't you see the ambush? They're all around. We're being around. They're here and they're there. They're all over the place. They're coming against every way of my life. I need you, God. Old Elijah, the old sage, wise man of God, said, calm down. No, you don't understand. This is issue. This is issue. This is, you don't understand. It's about the, calm down. No. Lord, open up his eyes. Young man turned around and looked. Whoa! Host upon host upon host upon this little bit of ambush he was facing. All up around him, a big band of camp of angels encamped around. My God, you come to Mount Zion, the city of the living God. My God, a heavenly Jerusalem. My God, innumerable company of angels. Don't you battle a saint of God. Don't you mess with the church of God. Don't you mess with the people of God. What? Just look up, my God. Don't worry about the little things that you see, but look beyond them. My God, and you'll see some angels.
All right, my Lord.
All over the place. I'm talking about some warrior angels, my God. Some deep angels, my God, battle tested through time. Angels, my God, that took Joseph, my God, down into Egypt, my God, and blessed him and took him through the prison, my God, and Potiphar's house and blessed him. Angels, my God, that took the children of Israel through the Red Sea, my God, on dry ground, that overcame Pharaoh, my God. Angels, my God, that made battle axes to float, that got down, as Brother Jim was preaching the other night, into the fiery furnace, that they did not bow, my God, that they did not burn, got into, my God, the lion, that lions couldn't eat them, my God.
My
angels, my God, that helped Noah build an ark because nobody would help him, my God. Angels, my God, that took the children of Israel through, my God, the Babylonian, the Medes and the Persian, took them through the Roman Empire, took them through the Dark Ages, took them through, my God, the apostolic fathers, my God, when there was division everywhere. Angels, my God, took the people of God through the catacombs of Rome. They only had a piece of the Bible, but they stayed saved. They walked in all the light that they knew. They stayed church of God. Angels, my God, that inspired Luther, that inspired Wesley, that inspired the Moravians, that inspired the Waldens, that inspired the Lollers. Angels that kept the people down through time. When they kicked Warner out, the people of God, they said, Warner, you can't preach no more. You can't be no more. Warner said, one man with God is more than a majority. I'm going to preach the word of God. Angels that's bringing us through the silence, my God. Compromise everywhere. Ungodliness everywhere. Hardly find fellowship anywhere. But if we stay right, if we seek our face, although we've been ambushed, although this battle on every side, we stay right, we stay prayed up, we seek God's face, the angels will carry us and deliver us safely through.
Amen.
The angels.
My Lord.
The angels. Elijah told the young man that was troubled, the young man that was about to lose his faith. Elijah said, Lord,
open his eyes.
Open his eyes.
My Lord.
Come on and read. Psalm chapter 3.
Lord,
Lord.
How are they increased that trouble me?
Lord, I'm being ambushed.
Many are they.
How are they being increased? It's more than ever before. I've been saved for years. I ain't seen it like this, Lord. Lord, I'm being faced. Saints, be encouraged tonight, this morning, my God. God can bring you through. God got this. You stay right in your zone. God got your home. God got that physical affliction. God got those children. God got that difficult situation. God got the ambush. Stay right in your spirit, saints. Stay right in your soul, in your heart. Don't let it get to you, my God. Just stay right. Keep your responses right. Keep your disposition right. Keep your spirit sweet through it all. You may be misunderstood. You may be talked about. You may be lied on. You may be spit on. You may be broke. You may be forsaken. You may be, my God, despised, rejected of men. But keep your spirit right. Keep your spirit right. Come on and read.
Many are they that rise up against me.
He said, many are they that rise up against me. I'm going through something, Lord. I'm being ambushed, my God. Many are they that rise up against me.
Many there be which say of my soul.
Many be that say,
there is no help from him in God.
My Lord, many saying there's no help. You have been ambushed. God can't bring you through this. It's despair. There's no way to get out of this. There's no way the situation can be turned around. There's no way that God can bring y'all through this one. Come on and read.
But thou, O Lord.
But thou, O Lord,
are a shield for me.
Although I'm in the midst of an ambush, although there's trouble everywhere, thou art a shield. Thou art a shield. You're able to shield me. You're able to keep the enemy at bay. Thou art a shield for me. Come on and read, my God.
My glory and
my
the
glory,
lifter.
my strength, my God. The uplifter. Lord, you're able to get my head up through the midst of this situation. Come on and read.
My glory and the lifter of mine head.
And the lifter of my head.
I cried unto the Lord with my
cried
voice.
Out, my God. I sought my ephod.
And he heard me out of his holy
my
hill.
God. I didn't seek my wife. I didn't seek Sister So-and-so. I didn't seek, my God, to a meeting, meet with me, talk with me. No. I sought the Lord. I sought God with everything in my soul. And I said, Lord, you got to help us. You got to bring us through. And it said, my God. Come on and read.
And he heard me out of his holy hill.
And he heard me out of his holy hill. Come on.
I laid me down and slept.
My Lord, hold on. Thou brought comfort. I was in a wave of turmoil. I'm coming from the back, the front, but I sought the Lord. I kept my encouragement. I had it settled. And you laid me down. Some folk ain't had spiritual rest in a long time. Going through everything, this, that, and the other. Don't know if they're going or coming. Just troubled. Oh, just troubled. But I sought the Lord, and he laid me down. Had all those sleepless nights, figuratively speaking, all those nights where I was just troubled on every side. I just couldn't see my way through. I said, Lord, how are we going to get through this one? It's everywhere. And God said, go on to sleep. Give it to me. I got you. My child. My child. I got you. Come on and read.
I awakened.
I awake.
For the Lord sustained me.
How to make it through. Let's wake up this morning.
My Lord.
I awake.
Amen.
I awake.
My
He
Lord.
laid me down, my God. He took care of it.
Amen.
I awake. And the Lord had sustained me.
My God.
Through the midst of it. Come on and read.
I will not be afraid of tens thousands of people.
My Lord.
That have set themselves against me round about.
I done got some courage from somewhere. Come on, ambush. Now, we're not inviting the devil to come. But sometimes God can do something for you so much where you be like, man, I can deal with whatever. I can make it through whatever. You know, he was trembling with Goliath, my God. He was trembling a couple other times there. But my God, when God brought him through that spiritual ambush, he was able to say, though what?
Though 10,000s of people.
Though 10,000 of people.
That have set themselves against me round about.
Set themselves, I'm ambushed 10,000 situations. 10,000 multiple situations all around about me. I'm being ambushed. Come on and read.
Arise, O Lord, save me.
Arise, O Lord, save me.
O my God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheek.
Every situation I was dealing with, Lord, you brought me through it. Come on and read.
Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly.
Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly.
Salvation belongeth unto the Lord.
Salvation, my Lord, belongeth. Deliverance belongeth to the Lord.
Thy blessing is upon thy people.
Thy blessings upon thy people.
Salah.
Salah. For thou, O Lord, has brought me through the ambush. He said, my God, over in Isaiah chapter 40, he said he will renew them as eagles. They that wait upon the Lord, they that actually go before God and seek him, he'll renew them, he'll bring them through the spiritual ambush. Let us pray. Father,